Hello everybody, welcome back to The Last of Us. In our previous episode, there was some kind of outbreak. We never actually do get a full explanation as to how this whole epidemic started, but yeah, it's not necessarily, like, it does have the characteristics of, like, um, the virus from like The Walking Dead, where if you get bitten by the infected, you slowly become infected. Well, okay, well I shouldn't say slowly. It's usually about I hear it's like 2 days, but sometimes it looks like if you really pay attention, there are instances where it happens within the span of like a few hours. I don't know. On with the story. It's summertime, and it's also 20 years later. So still, there's no actual time period that this all takes place in. And this is Tess.
How was your morning?
From what I gather, she's Joel's quote-unquote love interest, I guess, even though it's never actually officially announced.
Well,
But I guess they're like partners or something.
Where were you, Tess?
West End District. Hey, we had a drop to make.
We had a drop to make.
Well, you wanted to be left alone, remember?
So I'll take one guess. The whole deal went south and the client made off with our pills. Is that about right?
Deal went off without a hitch. Enough ration cards to last us a couple of months, easy.
Ration
Can you
cards.
explain this?
I was on my way back here, and I got jumped by these two assholes, all right? And yeah, they got a few good hits in, but... Look,
So
I
yeah,
managed.
ration cards are essentially a form of currency inside the quarantine zones that the people live in.
Let's find out who
People
they
do
were.
favors
They were a
for each
couple of
other
boys. They don't matter. What matters
and
is that
basically
Robert
pay each
fucking
other
sent them.
with
Our Robert.
ration
He
cards.
knows that we're after him. He figures he's gonna get us first.
Son of a bitch, he's smart.
He's not smart enough. I know where he's hiding.
Like hell you do.
Old warehouse in Area 5. Can't say for how long, though.
Well, I'm ready now. Yeah?
Oh, I can do now.
And now we're going to go hunt down Robert, who's kind of like I guess an inside man slash dealer, weapons dealer, smuggler kind of thing.
Only a few hours left until curfew.
You better hurry up then.
Alright, a little bit of a jump cut there. I had to answer the phone, but we are good now.
Soldiers are supposed to handle the outside.
I'll make sure to tell them that.
Attention. Citizens are required to carry a certified ID at all times. Compliance with all city personnel is mandatory.
Look at that. Ration line has
Pretty run down. It's apparently supposed to be Boston. Like, I don't know what part of Boston it's supposed to be, because it's apparently not the downtown area. It's more of the, I guess, where all the shops are.
What the hell's wrong with you? Beat it, pal.
Okay, and what's going on back there is basically
seems like more
the soldiers are scanning people
That just means more
to see who's infected and who's not. It's basically, if you've seen the movie I Am Legend, where they use that machine to look at to like scan the person's eye and see if they're infected, it's basically the same thing as that. Only they're scanning the back of their neck. It's kind of like a barcode reader. I don't know. It's kind of a weird concept.
They fucking lynched him. I gotta sell
Yeah, and apparently you have to have a passport for every,
Play cool.
you have to have a registered passport to go into each section of the city. Not like it really would stop the infection.
There you go.
What's your business here?
Had the day off, visiting a friend.
All right, we'll run through.
Thanks.
Okay, and any new people wondering what they mean by fireflies? The fireflies are basically a renegade group of, I guess you can call them like a militia, kind of.
So much for the easy route.
Like they believe that they're like I don't really get what their point is. I guess it's like anti government kind of thing, like anarchy. Basically they try to kill like the soldiers and they don't want to be contained. But unfortunately they're on the losing end of a battle because they're essentially getting wiped out by these soldiers.
I was there.
And there's basically only a handful of them left in the city. They're basically just like
No patrols. And where are you
common
Hey,
terrorists.
Robert, a visit?
You too?
Who else is looking for him?
Marlene? She's been asking around, trying to find him.
Marlene. What do the Fireflies need with Robert?
You think she'd tell me?
Well, what did you tell her?
The truth. I got no idea where he's hiding.
Good man. Hey, you stay out of trouble, all right? Military's gonna be out in force soon.
Yeah, see you around.
Marlene looking for Robert? What do you make of that?
I don't like it. We better find him before the Fireflies do.
This is us.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Shit's stirring up out there. How we looking over here?
It's been quiet. No signs of military or infected.
That's what I like to hear.
So it seems like there's a set amount of people that are
Joel, give me a
in
hand,
cahoots
please.
with Joel and Tess about their activities. Basically everybody keeps secrets
take it easy
for
out there.
everybody else, just so that the guards don't like come down on them or anything.
Oh, God, this place reeks. I need to watch what they throw away down here.
Yeah, it's kind of dark. Okay.
Let's grab our gear.
And here's their little
Backpack's
weapon
still
stash
from
that
last time.
they keep all their gear, just so that the
Ammo.
soldiers don't find them. And yes, you do have guns in this game, but ammo is so scarce. If you don't know how to
Boost me up.
get it, you need to be careful.
You ready?
Yes,
Here's
ma'am.
another gimmick of the game. Basically have to help your
Come on.
companion at the time to reach heights, and then they help you up. It's kind of like, well, it's basically what it is. Like you have to help each other get through a certain area, which I would kind of have to say that Naughty Dog missed the opportunity to have this game as like a story-based co-op.
Why not?
Got a trick question?
Like just have another person control the other character. Probably would have turned out a lot better.
Ain't been out here in a while.
It's like we're on a date.
Well, I am.
Now you may have noticed that I just triggered a a little vocabulary or a little vocal
Where's the ladder?
There's got to be around here somewhere.
event with Tess there. They're completely optional to do, but if you can manage to do all of them in the game in a single run, you'll get a trophy for that. The unfortunate thing is I don't really remember what all of them are because you have to do them at certain intervals in the game, and I can't really remember where they all are.
Lady.
And
You must be thinking of something
I kind
else.
of refuse to look at
This whole relative.
This way.
at any like video walkthroughs of these games anymore because I just kind of want to master a game by myself and not have to worry about like taking shortcuts to get everything. That's just me. Like, I'll play through a game maybe 20, 30, 40 times if I have to in order to actually find everything in the game. It doesn't really bother me.
For his sake.
It adds
Look, once we get our
it
merchandise
adds
back,
more
it should be easy done.
replayability to
Speaking of merchandise,
my
we'll get
titles
next
that I'm paying money
We'll need a
for.
bill next month. More
Mind you,
bills,
I didn't
lots of
pay
ammo.
actually anything for this game.
Hold up. Spores.
I actually traded a copy of Destiny to a friend of mine, and he actually gave me his his code to play this game. Thank you, Toyd.
There's our
I appreciate it.
God, he's not that old.
But yeah, we got
Better keep your eyes and ears open.
spores. One thing about spores
should be able to fit through
is
here.
basically that's how the infection spreads. It's either by bites
Yeah.
or by
Ceiling's falling apart.
breathing
Be
in
careful.
these spores.
This way. Easy. Watch it, watch it. Help me. My mask broke.
Alright, so this guy's mask broke,
Don't leave me to turn.
and you have
What do you want to do? Poor bastard.
well, see, I put a bullet in his head, but you don't really need to. You can just leave him if you're playing on like a higher difficulty than I am. It'd probably be wise to save every bullet and make every bullet count because I can't stress enough that ammo is scarce. But I know how to like manipulate the enemies into giving me more ammo, so it's not a big problem. Here's another thing. This is listen mode. If you can actually hear things that, if like an enemy's moving, you can actually concentrate hard enough to actually hear where they are. Fortunately, it's 100% obsolete in survival difficulty and the grounded difficulty. Like, keep in mind that infected enemies will always make noise no matter what they're doing. But there are like hunters in this game that are basically human,
Let's head back into the city.
and they can stay completely still and you won't hear them, so keep an eye out. But that's it for this episode, so I'll see you guys next time.